السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. اللهم إنا نسألك الإخلاص والقبول وأن تنفعنا اللهم بما نقول. اللهم أمين. وبعد. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام في بقاع الأرض يا رب العالمين. اللهم ردنا إلى دينك مردا جميلا. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maghfira and I am an online Quran teacher. We are going to continue our recitation correction series during the month of Ramadan. So we already alhamdulillah finished Istia'dhah and Tasmiyah and a few surahs, and we reached to Surat Al-ma'un. Inshallah, we're going to continue from this surah until we finish as much as we can. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala write for us the acceptance and the sincere work for Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So at the beginning, when we start reading Surat Al-ma'un, we just need to start with Bismillah. And Bismillah, we finished this in a separate video. I'm going to put it in for you, inshallah, on the description, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So, Surat Al-ma'un starts with the Hamza, A, and then Ra, and then another Hamza. So, we need to make sure that we open the jaws and achieve the Fatha on Hamza, and on Ra, and on Hamza. So, A, Ra, A. A, Ra, A. Don't rush, don't move to the letter without giving each letter its time, because tajweed, it is to read the letter in a proper way, giving its characteristics in a proper way, and giving the letter its time that needed. By this, if you finish these three things, you finish 75% of tajweed. Okay? So at the beginning, after Basmala, Isti'adhah and Tasmiyah, we need to start with A and then Ra. In this case, Ra is going to be heavy, and then another Hamza. So make sure the sound of a Hamza here is exactly the same as Hamza here, because some sisters do Ara, Ara, Aita, Ara, A, Ara, A. Even they are the same Hamza and the same Haraka, they change the sound of these two Haraka. Okay? So it is A, Ra, A, two Hamza, Fatha. And then Ya, it's called Ya Leen, an easy Ya. And this Ya is when we have Ya Sukun preceded by Fatha, this is called Ya Leen or ease Ya. And the reason for this Ya, it is that we have an easy Ya sound without any pressure anywhere. And that's why we need to make sure the time of this Ya, because it is Rakhawa letter or softness letter, we are going to give it a bit comfortable time. Don't rush and don't elongate this time the more than needed. So it will be Ara'ay, and then go to the Ta, Fatha, Ta. So here, almost all of the harakat here are Fatha, 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 except the Ya Sukun. So make sure you are opening the two jaws and separate them together. So it will be Ara'ayta. Then go to the from Ta to the Lam directly, because this Hamzat Wasl, we're going to skip reading it because we already read the letter before it. So go to the Lam here. Lam is going to be Lam Mushaddad. Two Lam. Lam Sukun and Lam Fatha. Will be أرأيت تلا. Make sure you listen to the lam sukun and the next lam, which is lam fatha. And then dal kasra ya maddiya. And here we have another ya. So it will be الذي. After finishing the two counts of the ya maddiya, go to the next ya, which is ya dhamma you. Because I listened to sisters so many times do it as الذي you as a ya one count, and merge the sound of it with the second ya dhamma. So make sure after finishing the ya sound, الذي, go to the next ya, which is ya dhamma you. Okay, so it will be أرأيت الذي you, like this. And then another fatha, kaf, fatha, yuka, and dhal mushaddad. The same concept for lam mushaddad is for dhal mushaddad. So it will be yukadhi. And make sure you listen to the sound of Rakhawa sound or the softness letter on Dhal Sukun. Yukadhibu. And after finishing the Dhal Kasra, the second Dhal, go to the Ba Dhamma directly with a proper way of making Dhamma. Yukadhibu bid-din. Bu, bi. From the very common mistakes that we have is if we have two letters the same as each other, sometimes we merge these two letters together. So make sure that you are not doing this. So, أرأيت الذي يكذب bid. You're going to skip reading the Hamzatul Wasl here, and the Lam here is Lam Shamsiyya. So we will move from the back Kasra B to the Dal Mushaddad. Here, as always I said, Dal Mushaddad means two letters. First Dal is Dal Sukun, second Dal is Dal Kasra. So it will be biddi. Biddi. Make sure you listen to the sound of a dal, audible sound for dal, and then ya, sukun, ya مدية, and followed by noon, sukun, which is called presented sukun. When we stop on that letter, we're going to turn it to be sukun. So it will be بالدين. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Next ayah, again, there is a fa and then the. So we explained before how to achieve fatha well. If you want it as well, I'm going to put it for you in the description, inshallah. So the first is fa. Open the two jaws on fa and make the fa time enough. And then we have the. And this the time, it is 2 counts. Because it is mad, so it is 2 counts. So fa the, and then go to the lam kasra li and kaf fatha ka. فذلك, and directly go from the kaf to the lam mushaddad here, because hamzatul wasl, we're going to skip reading it, and this lam is lam mushaddad. Again, this lam is going to be 2 lam. The first lam is sukun, the second lam is fatha. So you should listen to the both lam here. It will be فذلك كلا كلا, like this, and then ذال kasra here like this. الذي, here it's ya madiyya. So make sure to listen to this ذال as a 2 counts. And then go to the ya fatha ya. Ya الذي ya. الذي ya. Like this. Make sure to listen to the ya madiyya. Then tighten the articulation point more to make the ya fatha its articulation point ya fatha. Okay? So الذي ya. فذلك الذي ya. الذي ya. Then go to the dal dhamma. Do عين مشدد, the same concept. عين مشدد means that it is 2 عين. First is sukun, second is dhamma. So it will be يدعو يدعو يدعى. This is عين توسط, عين in between, and then عين جهر, audible sound for عين, and then go to the عين ضمة عو يدعو. And the same concept here, hamzatul wasl, we're going to skip reading it, and directly from the عين ضمة to the lam sukun. عُل يدعُل lam sukun. And then we have here ya fatha, ya fatha, ya, so make sure you open the 2 jaws, ya, and ta kasra ya madiyya. Make this ta 2 counts. Ya ti, ya ti. And then this ya should end with mim sukun, because we are going to stop at this mim and turn it to be yatim. Yatim. This ya is going to be presented sukun mat. Presented sukun means the sukun is not original on this letter. I am presenting it because of a reason. And the reason here that I'm going to stop here on this meme, so I turn it to be sukun. Okay? So that mad is called presented sukun mad, and it is 2 or 4 or 6 vowels. Okay? 2 or 4 or 6. So choose the best and make sure you are reading it by the same speed for the whole recitation. And then go to the next ayah, which is waw fatha, lam fatha, alif mad. So 2 counts here, 1 count here. So the time for wa should be half the time for la, or the time for la is duplicated the time for wa. So it will be wala, wala, like this. And then another ya here, and this is a way of the letter that is written on top of the ha or G or kha or Jim or kha. It is written like this. So this is ya fatha and then ha dhamma hu. And for making the ha dhamma hu properly, you should stretch the lips forward, making it oo sound. Ya hu, ya hu. Again, we have dad here mushaddad. So to make this dad mushaddad, it means that we have 2 dad. First dad is sukun, second dad is dhamma. So it will be yahuddu, yahuddu. And make sure for dad sukun, you should listen to the istitala characteristics or elongation characteristics, and you should listen to softness characteristics, because dad is characterized by softness. Softness means that you listen to the sound of dad running, not break the sound of dad. Okay, lots of sisters, I hear them make the dad sound as a dal, so make it as yahuddu, huddu, not d. It is da. And there is a massive difference between dal and dad. You can just check the difference on the characteristics of letter dal and letter dad on the Tajweed 101 series on the channel tab. You can just check it. And then we can go from the dad dhamma, yahuddu, go to the ayn fatha, one count, and then lam alif madiyah will be 2 counts. So make sure the letter that has a fatha, give it 1 count. The letter that has 2 counts, give it the time for 2 counts, which is duplicated the time for one vowel that you give. Because some sisters do it like shifting between long and short without accurate balance. So make sure you're not doing this. So here it will be يحض على يحض على يحض على, and then go to the طا فتحة عين فتحة ألف مادية 2 counts here طاعة, and then ميم كسرة مي. So it will be ولا يحض على طعام. Yeah, and make sure the طاء here is heavy and عين here is light and lam here is light. So you should practice on how to shift between heavy, light letters, because it is present in the Mus'haf a lot. And this is from the number one mistakes that happened for some sisters, that they make light letter heavy and heavy letters light according to the previous or following letter. Okay, so make sure you are not doing this. So it will be طا, heavy طا, make the طا heaviness from inside, and then go to the عين ألف مادية ع, and then ميم كسرة مي طعامي, and then directly go to the lam sakina because of the hamzat al-wasl, and we read the letter before it, and go to lam sakina, lam qamariya, give it tawassut time. So طعامل طعامل, and then mim kasra mi, it's 1 count only, and make sure it is equal to the time that you gave for every letter before, which is 1 vowel, 1 count. So it will be al-mi, then sin sukun, it's going to be miss طعامل miss طعامل miss, and then كافية مادية. Here we should make the keen, the same concept for al-yatim. This is presented sukun mad because I have a mad, and then I'm going to stop on the letter and I give it sukun because of that we are going to stop on the end of this letter, and we are going to turn this mad to be presented sukun 2 or 4 or 6 according to the time that I give on the beginning of the mad that I start. Al-miskin ولا يحض على طعام المسكين. Okay, so the next ayah is going to be فويل للمصلين. We are going to start first with a fa fatha, the same concept for the previous ayat. Fa fatha, make sure to give it needed time and open it well. Fa. Then go to the wa, the same concept for the fatha. Open the 2 jaws, giving the sound from inside, going up. Okay, fa wa, fa wa. Then go to the ya sakina, which is ya lean, which is preceded by fatha, ya sukun preceded by fatha. In this case, you're going to do the ya without any pressure in it, so it will be fa wai, fa wai, like this. And then go to the lam dhammatain, follow it by the lam. Here, tanween followed by lam, it will be idgham, which is inserting the sound of a lam to the sound of second lam. Here, lam mushaddad, the same concept. So it will be fawailul lam, when make 1 lam dhamma and go to the lam sakina and then lam kasra. Fawailul li. We have after the lam kasra here another lam sukun, so it will be lil. So on this position only we have 4 lam sound. Fawai, fawailu li l. Okay, 4 lam sound you should make them. It will be fawailul lil, and make sure every lam of these is clear and is audible, because lam is characterized by audibility, so the sound of the lam is clear and you can just hear it. After finishing group of lam, we are going to do the mim dhamma mu, stretch the lips forward, give it needed time, 1 haraka, and then go to the sad, the same fatha. So time for mim equal to the sign of a sad, so it will be fawailul lil musa, musa, musa. Make sure the sad heavy and itbaq and elevation, do all the characteristics of sad fatha, and this is going to be very clear because of the fatha, so the distance between the 2 jaws is wide, so you can hear all and you can notice all of that characteristics of the sad. Then we are going to have lam mushaddad. So the first lam is sukun, the second lam is kasra, so it will be musal. This is the first lam. Second lam is leen, musallin, musallin, المصلين. Here is ya, as I just said, and noon here I'm going to give this noon a presented sukoon because of a stopping. When I stop here, I'm going to give it as presented sukoon, so it will be presented sukoon mad, which is 2, 4, or 6 counts. So it will be فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Okay, next ayah is الَّذِينَ. Why it is a? Because Hamzatul Wasl, when it is found at the beginning of Lam al-Ta'rif, I should give it a sound. Fatha. Okay, and the next lam is lam mushaddad. Here I give the lam first lam is sukoon, second lam is fatha, and you should listen to each lam of them. So it will be alla, alla, like this. And then ذال كسرة ياء مدية, it will be 2 counts. ياء مدية ذال sound, it will be الذي, and then go to the noon fatha na, الذين, and then go to the next, which is hum. First ha is dhamma, second ha mim is mim sukoon. So it will be الذين هم, Return the lips back on the mim. Don't let the mim affected with the previous dhamma of the ha. Okay, so it will be hum, and then go to the ayn fatha a, and noon with sad is ikhfa. And inshallah we're going to do detailed inshallah lesson about ikhfa and how to make the sound of them inshallah after Ramadan inshallah bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So it will be ansa. So hidden noon is something between noon and sad, okay? And the sound is become closer to the sad letter without blocking any part of the sound inside your mouth, okay? Ansa. Then go to the lam alif maddiya, 2 counts, open it and make the sound for 2 counts. Sala. And then ta kasra ti, ha kasra hi, mim sukoon, him. Make sure you listen to every letter of these, because some sisters, as I just mentioned before, like make incorrect balance for the sound time, okay? So it will be الذين هم عن صلاتهم. You see the صاد time and la time, because some sisters do صلاتهم. Make this صاد as a 2 counts, which is wrong. Every haraka should be 1 count only. عن صلاتهم. And then go to the sin alif maddiya, 2 counts. It will be sa. So you should open the 2 jaws, separate the sound, make the sound as 2 counts, longer time for 2 counts, and then go to the ha waw maddiya and noon. And this ha waw maddiya noon is ha dhamma who. Stretch the lips forward, make them mad, presented sukoon mad, because I'm going to give this noon sukoon because of stopping. So it's going to be 2, 4, or 6 counts according to the time that I choose. And make sure there is no nasal sound in that wow, because it is more susceptible to have a nasal sound because it's followed by noon. Okay? Sahun, like this. And then we're going to start again the next ayah, which is starting with a sound, a. Then go to the lam mushaddad again. Lam mushaddad means that 2 lam. First one is sukoon, second lam is fatha. It will be alla. Then dhal kasra ya maddiya, 2 counts. The alladhi. Then go to the noon fatha na, open the 2 jaws and make the sound for 1 count only on this noon. Alladhina. And then ha dhamma hu, mim sukoon, hum. Return the lips back on the meme. Don't let the meme affected with the previous dhamma from who, whom. Don't make the meme as whom, not whom, like this. So it will be الذين هم. Then go to the ya dhamma you, and then ra fatha alif maddiya and hamza. So it will be 4 or 5 counts according to the mad here, which is required attached mad wajib muttasil here. So it will be you and ra, yura. And make sure after this long mad we have a hamza here, so we should listen to the hamza sound. Ooh, don't make yuraun, because lots of sisters do this. You make yuraun. Where's the hamza? We need to cut the sound of hamza because of this break. Yura, ooh. Then waw maddiya, which is presented sukoon mad as well, because I'm going to stop on the noon after it with sukoon, so it will be yuraun. And make sure you listen to the sound of a noon, because noon is having an audible sound, not a whisper sound. And the last ayah for this surah is Wa Fatha Wa. So open the two jaws, making the Wa sound, and Ya Fatha Ya. Give Ya as well. It's Fatha sound, so it will be Wa Ya, then Mim Sukun, Wa Yam, Wa Yam, and then go to the Noon Fatha. Now, so here we have three Fatha, Wa Ya, Wa Yamna. The Mim here is Sukun, so we are going to do Wa Yamna, and then Ayn Dhamma Wa Madiyya, and Noon. This part as well is more susceptible to have nasal sound because of Ayn. Sometimes sisters do it with a nasal sound, and Noon, it is a nasal letter. So make sure to make this Waw Madiyya without nose. So it will be وَيَمْنَعُوا وَيَمْنَعُونَ. Then go to the Lam Sakina, which is, we're going to skip this Hamzatul Wasl, and we're going to read starting from Lam Sukun. It will be وَيَمْنَعُونَ na nal nal وَيَمْنَعُونَ and then Mim Alif Madiyya. Here I should make the sound of this Mim Alif Madiyya 2 counts. Al-ma, and make sure the sound of Mad is Jahr, and then Ayn Waw Madiyya and Noon. It will be عون. The same for يمنعون is عون. Make Ayn Dhamma Waw Madiyya and Noon Sukun, presented Sukun Mad. No nasal sound on this Waw Madiyya. Okay, so by this is Surat Al-ma'un. Hope you find it easy, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا for watching. Catch you the next lesson, inshallah, بإذن الله تعالى. سبحانك اللهم ربنا وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت. أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.